to the Sleazy Podcast, the podcast about anything and everything, but mostly TV and movies. And now it's time to get sleazy.
What's up, everybody? This is episode 231. Is that it? Or are we 232?
Why are you looking at me, Rob?
Yeah, you're the producer, bro.
You're always the next episode guy on the in the planning chat there.
231.
231? Okay, all right. Are you sure?
Yes, I made sure.
Like, if I look right now,
And I proved you were. I'm right.
no, I'm just.
No, that's 231.
Okay, 231. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Well, this is the world-renowned Sleazy Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Sleazy, and as always, I'm joined by the one, the only, my right-hand man, Mr. PBS.
That's me.
And as always, the other one and only, the Pitbull, Robzilla.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Living the dream.
How you doing? Are you feeling a little bit better?
Yeah.
You're not gonna like get up and throw up?
Not today.
Okay. All right.
Glad.
By the way, Rob, what is up with your wife getting a hold of me to ask if we're recording?
Dude.
Not that it bothers me, but I'm just like, why is did she ask you 10 times and you're afraid to ask me?
No, it's just like, she's like, are you going to ask him? I'm like, yeah, I'll ask him.
So that means ask me right now.
Well, I was busy.
It doesn't mean keep waiting and putting it off. Rob's been up since 2 a.m. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and tell us. What have you been doing since 2
Oh,
a.m.?
boy.
Nothing. Just couldn't go back to sleep. So I was just watching TikToks and watching Invincible.
Invincible?
Yep.
How you liking Invincible?
That's fantastic.
It's a great show, isn't it?
Mhm.
I'm genuinely sad I have no one to talk to about Invincible.
Well, I'm trying to catch up. I just started season 2.
I
so.
know. I'm going on joining Invincible groups just to see what people are saying about it,
And they're like 45, 50 minutes long. I thought they were like half hour, a little bit less, but
now they're good.
yeah, it's good though. Not complaining.
It's good quality entertainment.
Yes, it is.
I was trying to get Matt to watch The Boys,
I'm surprised he doesn't watch that.
and he was like, "I don't like anything over the top. I don't like Game of Thrones or any of that stuff." I'm like, "I don't know if you'll like this," but I was like, "You got to watch it. It's so funny and
It's fantastic.
cool." Yeah, but
Doesn't like any shows over the top. What's he watching? Like the Great British Bake Off or something?
yeah, like what is
Nothing
going
wrong
on
with
here?
that, but
We should call him and ask him what is going on here.
maybe he just watches PBS shows.
I wonder if he'd pick up if I called him. You want to try?
I don't think he'll pick up. He might though.
He might.
I know he loves YouTube. We talk about YouTube sometimes.
Is he going to be betting on the basketball game tonight?
He probably will.
Probably.
He's probably got a whole spread. It's impressive.
Hello?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So you're on the show right now.
Oh, shit.
So I was telling the guys that you don't like anything, how did I...
Over the top?
Over the top. And
That's true.
and PBS was like, well, what the fuck is he watching? The Great Bake Off show? What was it, the Great Bake
Yeah,
Off?
the Great British Bake Off?
Yeah.
No, too dramatic.
That's too much for you.
Too dramatic.
So what do you watch then? You got to explain this no over the top for us, because you like over the top movies, it sounds like.
I like over the top. I watch a lot of comedy TV.
Yeah.
I don't mind over the top comedy, but yeah, the dramas not for me.
Okay. All right. So just to clarify this, you don't like tons of sex on TV?
Really?
Not really?
Not really. Yeah.
So what do you like? I mean, so you just like sitcoms then? Are you?
For the most part. I mean, I watch a lot of stuff, but
You're a Seinfeld, Friends.
is Barry a sitcom?
No, Barry would be a dark comedy drama.
Yeah.
I like that. I like the Chair Company.
Chair Company.
Another dark comedy drama. I think
we
you
do
just
in the
like seeing
shadows?
people in fucked up situations.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Of course, what we do in the shadows.
You like What We Do in the Shadows?
Oh, he loves it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't love it as much as Rob, but I do like it.
It's a great
he's
show.
the one who told me to watch it. He's like, you need to watch it. I'm like, okay.
It's true. It's true.
I think it's like the first season, and I binged it on the FX.
It's great, man.
I love
It's a
it.
great show.
I laughed so hard the first season with the werewolves.
Hopefully we didn't bother you or anything like that.
I was sure it was a butt call.
A butt call? No.
But
Because I never call anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've never seen you call me before.
he thought it was a situation.
Yeah.
You heard that?
I did.
I didn't. It didn't come through on the. It won't come through on the recording. Well, it
That was
will
pretty
when I
funny.
sync the audio to it, but I haven't set it up to record the audio yet. So, well, thanks for picking up the call and clarifying
pro-
that. You know,
No problem.
because I was just thinking about that, and I'm like, well, what does he fucking watch? Like, that's the,
So many shows today are just
He just
over the top.
yeah, and they're great.
he just watches Cops on reruns.
What's the newer version of Cops?
Like Cops Reloaded or something.
No. It's like Patrol.
PD Live or something.
Oh, I
don't know
like
that
that
show.
for a while.
Yeah, it's like they go live. They've actually been live on Columbus. I think somebody we went to school with was on it.
Well, yeah. Well, they were watching.
I'd
porn or
probably like
something,
it.
Right? I think they
Yeah,
were
somebody was watching
yeah.
porn or something like that, and they walked in on them.
Yeah, they're like,
That's not against the law.
depending on what they're watching. So
Well, all right, man. I don't want to hold you up. You enjoy your evening.
All right, gentlemen.
Yes.
Have a good show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love you, Mom. Bye.
That Maddie.
I'm surprised he picked up.
Yeah, I am too.
He's like, hello.
I think he was just curious of
Yeah,
why
yeah.
I was calling him.
we got a situation here.
So let me share this screen here. Let me get this on here so we can get the system audio recording. I forgot to do that. I just need to print out a checklist that we use before every show. There we go. That's what we want. All right. So I think we got a good show for everybody. We're going to do some crazy news first. Zilla's Tubi pick. Then we're going to do What You Watching. And then to close the show out, we're just going to talk about some movie news and trailers that have popped up this week. So how do you feel about that, Rob?
I'm excited.
What did you do the past 2 weeks? Just to
Dude, just
normally I ask you that, and I was so intrigued by you not sleeping and somehow still making it over here.
just work, sleep, and then just try and catch shows. And
How many cups of coffee have you had today?
about 6.
Okay.
This isn't
Today.
not on the agenda, but I was just thinking about this. Did you guys watch WrestleMania?
I did, yes. Well, I watched night 2. I broke down and I was like, I'm not fucking paying $29.99 for fucking ESPN. And then I got home from my my nephew's lacrosse game and I was like, I gotta watch it because I'm gonna be pissed if I don't. Yeah, I really wanted to see the CM Punk and Roman Reigns fight. Well, match. Let's get that straight.
I
not
watched
fight.
they showed the first hour each night on ESPN,
Yeah.
ESPN2 and ESPN. So I watched a little bit of it just to kind of see what it was going on.
The fucking commercials.
That's what I've heard.
That's what I've heard. It's horrible.
It's terrible, dude. Like there was literally like 15 minutes at a time where it just said after you would go through like the 10 minutes worth of ads, it would be like WrestleMania will return shortly, and it was like, man, fuck ESPN, fuck ABC, fuck Disney. They're fucking ruining everything.
You know, I've been rewatching some old WWFE pay-per-views, and like there's no ads.
Yes.
like they'd have the sponsor. You know, they might have like a commercial or two for the sponsor. of
Jesus
that.
Christ, did you burp?
Sorry.
God damn, dude.
Where's those mints you were crunching
I
on
didn't-
last
I didn't-
episode,
I'm-
Rob?
That ain't gonna help. That's gas coming out of you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Jesus, you had to put like a fucking like Bane mask over him or
Gonna
something.
go back to COVID protocols. And
That's
put it
why he was
last
throwing
year.
up last week because he smelled his fucking burps.
Go back to them COVID protocols and put the screens back up.
I know, dude. It goes right back in his fucking face.
Yeah.
I should just hang one of the screens just for him.
Just box him back in like Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched a little bit of WrestleMania just to check it out, and I was like, It just, I don't know, it doesn't.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah, I don't. For one, I don't like the daytime outdoor shows really.
Yeah.
Like it's less, I don't know, cinematic or whatever.
I was telling Zilla before you got here, I was like, WrestleMania was over with by 9:00 on
Right.
Sunday. And it was like, that's part of the fun when it's at night and you see the lights
It's
and the
dark.
fireworks.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
and it just, I don't know. And I didn't like the ending. Like, I'm tired of seeing Roman Reigns win fucking main events
Yeah.
at WrestleMania. Like, I'm over Roman Reigns.
Well, I know Finn Balor came out as a demon. Was it actually dark this time?
Well, he was one of the earlier matches. I
Well, because I remember the one year I think it was he wrestled Edge, but it's still daylight, and it was just so god awful when he came out as the demon.
That's the dude they should be pushing for a run with the demon. It should have happened when they moved him up, and it never did.
No.
But
Yeah, just I don't know.
it sucked, dude. And like, I can't wait to like cancel the
You're like, I can't
the
wait.
ESPN thing, because my YouTube should kick in on that, my YouTube TV, but they haven't worked it out yet. So it's not worth it. That $29.99 a month. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like,
Money.
Well, and it just goes to show you, with them being under different ownership now, like, they're gonna fucking squeeze that lemon dry, push the fans, the people that actually love it out. Like even Monday Night Raws, it's like a celebrity event now. Like, this is not a UFC fight. Yeah. I don't care about the celebrities sitting in the front row. I care about the hillbillies and the people that react to the wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like give me some autistic people down in the front row
Screaming.
I don't give a shit what if Kid Rock's there, or you know what I mean. Like, I don't fucking care about any of that.
I was gonna bring it up a little bit later. I watched the first episode of the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix.
I watched the first episode and then a little bit of the half. He came in when I was watching that.
But like I said, I've been watching a lot of older wrestling lately, and just the fan reactions back then were so different. And I think part of it is it's way more expensive now, but it's just like fans try to outsmart the wrestling, so they can't just enjoy it. Like, good guy versus bad guy. They got to be like waiting for something big to happen or whatever. Well, and it just doesn't hit the same.
Some of the best wrestling events that I've been to were the NXT events.
Mm-hmm. They're fantastic.
They're in smaller venues that feel more like you can hear people talk shit to the wrestlers and the wrestlers talk shit back. That's fucking pro wrestling right there. Not all this theatrics and the soap opera stuff is pro wrestling too, but part of it's the fans make wrestling great, and you're just not getting that right now.
And I miss, like I said, like the old school, like small kind of entrance ramps. There was no big like TV screen back in the day.
They have kind of gotten away from that since Triple H has taken over, where they've gone to the single walkout with just a little TV screen behind it or whatever. But I mean, I'm fine with the big screens for pay-per-views and stuff. Right. But I would like it to be a smaller feel on TV where I can hear the crowd.
You feel more people. You feel like the people's energy.
But that, and they mess with it too. They add cheers in when they're trying to get people over instead of letting the crowd dictate where the story goes. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, man. Like that first episode of Hulk Hogan, dude. That document, it's pretty good so far.
I wished the first episode. I just kind of checked the runtimes. I think the first episode is the shortest episode. I'm kind of upset because that's sort of the episode I wanted the most. I wanted the first episode is like the rise of Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that's kind of what
it's kind of his history. Yeah, and I was into that.
And it just goes from like his young age, basically, to him coming to work for Vince Jr. And then that's kind of where it stops and goes to the next episode.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Well, be careful what you're saying there, Hulk.
Yep.
What's it? This one says, "We coming, Hulk Hogan."
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
That's the old Booker T. Harlem Heat one right there.
Yeah.
There's no Hulkamaniacs here.
Well, even those NXT shows, like I think like the first like 3 straight we went to had the same guy by the speakers screaming at the wrestlers.
Oh yeah, we knew that the same dude guy showed up every year, and he had the greatest fucking like one-liners thrown out at the wrestlers.
And, you could do that when it didn't cost you $1,000.
Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
The best part was like he turned away like he shouldn't have said it. He's like, oh.
Yeah, that I don't know, man. Like they just don't get it, and it's just greed is ruining everything. Every single fucking thing on this planet, greed is ruining.
I always, I hate to come back and like always blame capitalism, but that's what it is. Like these rich people spend all this money. What was the article I sent you guys? Sometime in the last couple of weeks. It was about one of these these deals. Oh, it was the UFC deal
Oh,
Okay.
and Paramount.
Yeah.
And like the guy's kind of going through and talking the numbers, and they're like, Paramount offered him like $1 billion or
It's like
whatever it was.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. He does MMA commentary, but he does a lot of other stuff though. But
his basically his point was like, Paramount is never ever making its money back.
yeah,
From the deal.
I heard that too. Yeah,
It was just it's just there to say that like, Paramount's owned by the Ellisons and Dana White, and they're all Trump guys, so the money didn't matter. So they're never making their money back. But what they're going to do is they're going to raise our prices, so that they can play with money.
Well, I think they said that they were trying to get Netflix to pick it up, but Netflix didn't want these other shows. They just want the main
Right, they just wanted the
pay-per-view
UFC
shows,
pay-per-view
the
stuff.
ones, yeah.
So it's just like,
yeah. Why do they sign that massive deal to get Raw? Like, why didn't they just move everything over to
Right.
Netflix?
Yeah.
it's just money. It's just, and it's like, I was talking to some of my buddies today about like the 90s, and I'm trying to like, I don't want to be all nostalgic. And stuff's always been about money, but it seems like this last decade, like it's not just about money. It's about I'm gonna make the crappiest product I can and charge you the most I can for it. And it's just so much worse than it used to be. And it's pro wrestling. It's the way they make vehicles. It's the way they do movies and TV shows and streaming shows anymore. It's just getting so ridiculous. I'm sure we'll circle back to this point when we get to our Palantir manifesto or something later. But it's just,
Yeah,
rich
dude.
people are just ruining everything.
They fucking suck, dude. We have a billionaire problem, and no one notices.
We shouldn't have. Well, immigrants are the problem apparently. What the fuck ever.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, we know who's ruining everything we love.
Yep.
It's just a matter of time before they get around to ruining something that everyone else loves.
Oh, they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna come for your water or something. It's like, oh yeah, water is not a public right anymore. You got to pay for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they already are coming for it with data centers and everything else.
Nestle and all that stuff. Yeah.
Bill Burr, he's like, these billionaires need to be.
And you would think they would, like, the one guy was, I forget who it was, but he was like, like, we really need to start rethinking how we're doing this, because people are going to drag us out of our homes here soon.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Hopefully.
yeah, like, I hope I live to see something like that. Like, these people, like, they give no fucks about the common people. Like, they have their own, ideology, and it's not American. It's not pro people or anything of that nature. Like, they want to run the world because they think they're the smartest people in the world.
Yet they're stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, not that, we've talked about it on the show. Like, there's a reason that so many people had such a positive reaction to Luigi Mangione. There's a reason so many people had a positive reaction to that guy who burned down the Kimberly Clark warehouse in California. Like, people are, tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to get worse. So start paying people.
And now these CEOs, they're so bold. Like, they just put these manifestos out. Like, who was the one guy that did this before Alexander Karp's manifesto?
Well,
Didn't
the bald guy that...
was it the egghead looking guy?
Yeah, the egghead looking guy. He looks like Mr. Humpty Dumpty. But
just like even the guys from Ticketmaster saying like how they were screwing people over and they loved it, and a bunch of pieces of shit, dude.
well, I don't know if you saw the news today, but well, I mean, I think I shared it. But Amazon is being sued by the state of California
Yeah.
because they have the. I mean, they've got them. They've got the evidence, email chains of them.
Dead price, baby.
I mean, they're price fixing items. Like, anytime Walmart would send a lower price out, they would just say, no, fuck that. We're going straight to the manufacturer. And they would tell the manufacturer, like, listen, if you don't tell Walmart to raise the prices to what we have, then we're going to fucking take your shit off of Amazon and you'll lose all kinds of money.
Right.
But it's like Walmart
So, of course-
and a few other stores, correct, too, as believe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's all, dude. And let me tell you, if Levi's is doing this,
That's it.
then it's everybody else. Everybody else is price fixing shit. And I think everybody that has just an ounce of common sense that's lived through these past 6 years knows that there's some sort of price fixing going on with everything.
It's Joe Biden.
Now,
Joe Biden.
I don't have any like insider insight to that. Like, this is just me, coming to a conclusion that, after all the supply issues have gone away, prices didn't go down.
Right.
They just stayed and kept going up. So at some point you have to realize, it's corporate greed.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Just like, I mean, even You shared the one on Twitter today from the president. Like, are you worried about what did he say about price fixing or
He was like, no.
I forget exactly what it was, but it was like whatever. It's like, well, no, like it's
Oh, it was gambling.
gambling. Yeah,
And-
life's a casino or whatever. You got to deal with it.
They asked him about the
It's okay.
because I mean people are making buku fucking money off of every fucking decision he makes.
Yep.
And that's insider trading to a degree. But like anytime there's a conflict with Iran now, people fucking unload their oil prices and buy it back and make
Yep.
money.
That's what somebody said. Like, they, the Trump administration would come out on like Friday and be like, oh yeah, the strait's open, and the stock market's prices would shoot up over the weekend. And it would just so happen that somebody somewhere placed a really large, deal.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes before it happened. You're like, and it happened more than once. And you're
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, that's pretty awful good timing there.
And then Iran comes out. And, no, it's close.
Yeah, I was like, well, we don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking
And
idiot.
you look back at like Martha Stewart did some insider trading for like $50,000.
Yeah.
This is shit that's in the billions, and that no one's going to do anything about it. But you know what's going to happen before he dies or whatever. They're going to be like, get the auto pen out and sign every fucking
Yep.
pardon
Oh, yeah.
you
Oh, yeah.
can. A blanket pardon for anybody that placed these bets and got rich. And how about the while we're at it on this this topic here, what about the Supreme Court saying, oh, your tariffs are unconstitutional, you got to repay this money, but it's not going back to us.
Nope.
It's going back to the corporations.
Did you get your check yet?
No.
Of course you
The
don't.
corporations who don't pay for the tariffs, by the way.
Yeah, they pass it down to us.
Paid by China. No, it's paid by
Well-
China.
Sorry, we're on that.
And the amount of people who don't understand that is mind-boggling.
Oh, and did you guys see the? I know you guys saw it, but the
Try to block it out,
the
'cause
Trump
it's-
math.
600. That's a 600%.
RFK Jr. explaining the math.
It's
Listen,
600% or
I am not good at math, but I understand like basic concepts and stuff like that. And I'm like just looking at it, you're like, no, that's not right. That's not. And then you pull your like mental pencil down, and you're like, no, that's not 600%. It's actually 500%. And then RFK Jr. was like, well, you don't understand. He does it his own way. And I'm like, no, that's not right.
It makes no fucking sense.
Yes.
It's just fucking Christ.
Just because you say it's your way doesn't mean it's right. And like he has to have like a 6th grade education. Like I think he stopped learning after that.
Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's
Fucking stupid.
got some sort of mental health. I mean, the guy's got
Well,
dementia or something.
that and he's fucked up right now. But
Yeah.
I think he's always been stupid. He just had money and
That's all it is.
You
It's
know.
stupid.
well, when you have money, you can be stupid.
Yeah.
Let me
can get away with
I'll
it.
do the Trump over here. I'm listening, guys.
Dude, he was out cold in that one. Like he's literally like this in that one meeting.
Did you hear they're saying that like he like shit himself or something because you see Joe Rogan like behind him like saying like he's just like gagging.
They say that I want some more evidence of that. Well, they say it all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
You'll see somebody behind him kind of make a face like,
Yeah.
I've heard like they interviewed one of the makeup artists from the
The Apprentice. Or
The
whatever.
Apprentice,
Yeah.
and she said, imagine baby shit mixed in with like heavy loads of makeup. That's what Trump smells like. And I'm like, God damn. And like nobody says anything to this dude. Like that just goes to show you when you have a lot of money, people won't challenge you on
Well,
shit.
they're scared of him. That's what it is.
I don't know why, but I think he's had people killed before. What do you
Probably
think?
is.
No,
I think he has.
I don't think he's.
I feel like he'd be caught by now in regards for that.
No, dude.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway. But
It doesn't matter.
When you got connections, you can make a phone call and disappear somebody.
he's like he's a nepo baby. He got in there because his dad had money, and he's coasted through everything. He's if you ask some people, they'll say he was half knowledgeable about like the New York real estate and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, but he's not. And I mean, he is funny. Like you can't say the guy.
He does have some good jokes every once in a while. I'll
And
give him
again,
that.
the thing that made him popular was that he was like telling truths. He'd tell like 600 lies, but he'd tell a truth in there. And people are like, oh yes, he's talking to
Well,
me. He's
that
telling it
and-
like it is.
People get tired of like the pompous, educated person that essentially talks down to you when they're
Right.
giving speeches and stuff.
Right. Democrats have a problem with that.
The Democrats have a relatable problem.
Yeah.
Like they can't relate to the average person. And I hate to say it, it's because a lot of them are really educated and smart, and yeah, they talk down to certain people. And I'm not saying I'm educated or smart, but I've thought a lot about when I've debated people online, and there's been times where I've talked down to people instead of approaching it a different way. And, I try to do it a little differently nowadays. I'm like, hey, look, you feel like it's this answer. Let's dig into it. Let's find out why we're both disagreeing here.
Right.
I find it just be tough love. It's fine. It's okay.
Well, people don't take it as tough love. They take it as you acting like you're better than them. And I get it. But at the same time, you have to understand what's going on, and you have to be familiar with the topics. And these people just hear shit and they're like, I can, I feel the same way. This is my guy.
Well, you shared that Jordan Klepper clip, I think, earlier in the week where he's talking to Trump people. And it's just like, how do you get through to some of these people?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you have to relate to them on something. And, I've said it on here a couple times. Like, I think we all want the same things, aside from the Christian nationalists and the billionaires.
Yeah.
But, we all want cheap rent. We all want cheap energy.
Not even cheap.
Affordable?
Just affordable, yeah.
That's all it is.
I mean, we can't give 50% of our income away just to house ourselves. Like,
you hear about these electricity prices going up around data centers, and it's going up,
electricity,
100% sometimes.
Yeah,
electricity, gas, water, like it's insane. And you're not getting the raises you need to cover that. You're losing money every year when shit goes up, and it's ridiculous. And it's going to get to the point where people are going to start fucking getting violent, and we're seeing the
effects of it.
We're seeing that come to fruition with all the warehouses that were set on fire, and people are done. They're fucking tired, and they feel like this is the last resort. They'd rather go to jail than work their ass off and be miserable.
They'd rather prove a point and just burn shit down.
Again, it's like that guy in the warehouse said. It's like, we just wanted enough money to live.
Yeah.
And
it's not about the money.
You're nickel and diming us over every streaming service and whatever for your vehicle and everything else. And it's going to come a point where a lot of people are like, this is too much.
I'm looking up that.
Take back your city.
Damn, they don't have it. I was going to see if the
city's yours.
The soundboard website had it's not about the money.
It's about sending a message.
About cut you up and let us beam to your pooches and see who's really my best friend.
And you shared, I think it was you shared a clip today, or TikTok or whatever, where the people went in and talked to the CEO who was doing the data center thing. Like they walked in and interrupted
they protested
like a little conference or something.
Yeah.
Like, if one of them people had a gun or something, oh no.
Yeah. Well, it'd be hard to get a gun into a conference like that because they have those. Yeah. Like at least in Columbus now, they have those advanced like AI scanners that you go through, and they can measure like whatever's in your bag and stuff like that. But yeah, it's doable.
All it would take at one time.
Well, get that 3D
when
printed
you
gun.
could go in there and hide something.
Yeah.
When there's not a convention going on in security, and then you can go through
part of the staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can go through and go in and get wherever you hit it from, and if it's still there and not found. But yeah, people are smart. They'll find a way to get around things if they want to do something.
Just like, again, go back to the guy in the warehouse in California. Like he recorded it all. Like he obviously did not care.
Yeah,
they do.
He knew he was going to jail.
He said, "Well, fuck it."
And I don't blame. Like, at what point do you say, like, I'm not married. I don't have any kids. This is my life for the rest of my life. I don't fucking want to do this.
Yeah.
And you're just like, fuck it.
An army will be raised.
I'm going to send a message and go to jail. All right. So here's our first article. And this is this is going on to these tech CEOs. What did they call this when we were talking about this earlier? Techno-fascism,
or techno-feudalism, all that stuff.
Yeah, but Palantir's summary of CEO Alexander Karp's manifesto is generating buzz. Read the 22 bullet points. Like I said, this is from AOL.com. Look at this. I have a real problem with this dude. This dude is unhinged. Every time I see him on an interview, he's like acting completely crazy and
take a couple bumps.
Look at that fucking haircut, dude. Would you trust somebody running a company with that haircut? It just amazes me. These people, they're all hyped up on fucking ketamine. And whatever pharmaceuticals that they're getting.
Their Lord Elon.
But yeah, this came out and people are like, holy shit, like this is what these people want. And you know, people like us are like, we've been trying to tell you, like they're fucking crazy.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise.
You know, we've said it before, like to be rich, like this rich, like you're exploiting somebody. You're probably crazy. You might even be a bit of a sociopath.
Nobody becomes a millionaire and a billionaire on their own. At some point, when you enrich that much money, you've made it off the back of somebody that's done the hard work.
Right.
You fuck someone over. Plain and simple.
Like this is what the labor movement was all about, folks.
Yep.
You know, people were tired of working 7 days a week and seeing their kids get fucking killed in, you know, factories and shit. Like,
and they did it when the inequality was a lot less than it is now.
Yes, exactly. Like we are past the point of the wealth inequality from the French Revolution, and they fucking went and they massacred the fucking royalty over that. You know, like. So they got to know that they can't keep this up. They got to give some crumbs, but
a couple more CEOs need to bite the bullet, and they might start acting a little accordingly.
So this says 22-point summary. I only found one that had like 10 points or whatever. Number 1, Silicon Valley owes a moral debt to the country that made its rise possible. The engineering elite of Silicon Valley has an affirmative obligation to participate in the defense of the nation.
And that's where it's gonna go.
Yes, you already know where it's going.
The bullet point is like, oh yeah, it has a moral debt to the country. Yeah, it does. And then you're like, oh, defense.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be about, you know, using AI for facial recognition and shit like that.
Yep.
2, we must rebel against the tyranny of the apps. Is the iPhone our greatest creative, if not crowning achievement as a civilization? No. The object has changed our lives, but it may also now be limiting and constraining our sense of the possible. 3, free email is not enough. The cadence of a culture or civilization, and indeed its ruling class, will be forgiven only if that culture is capable of delivering economic growth and security for the public. This is coming from a dude who is dreaming about taking everyone's jobs away.
Right.
What sense does that fucking make?
Are you going to do it all, buddy?
Number 4, the limits of soft power of soaring rhetoric alone have been exposed. The ability of free and democratic societies to prevail requires something more than moral appeal. It requires hard power, and hard power in this century will be built on software.
You see, the soft power we're talking about, like that was things that like Doge got rid of, like the USAID, like spending money around the world to help people was our soft power. You know, we don't have to send in the troops all the time. We could just say, hey, we're already helping you out, and maybe if you don't like it, we'll take away your aid or whatever. And so we're already getting rid of that again. So he's talking about, you know, soft power is not enough because he wants to move to the hard power.
Right. Number 5, the question is not whether AI weapons will be built. It is who will build them and for what purpose. Our adversaries will not pause to indulge in theatrical debates about the merits of developing technologies with critical military and national security applications. They will proceed. That's why we all need to come together like they did with the nuclear weapons and get this shit under control.
Yeah, that's his way of saying, well, they're not going to stop and question the morals, so we don't need to either.
Number 6, national service should be a universal duty. We should, as a society, seriously consider moving away from an all-volunteer force and only fight the next war if everyone shares in the risk and the cost. That's him wanting to send your children to die for his cause.
And I'm actually pro kind of this idea. Like I don't know. I'm like, it wouldn't be a bad thing if maybe every American had to spend like a year or two, like after high school, in whatever,
in some kind of service. Yeah, that would be cool.
Because that's a big problem today, is that our military is small because it's all volunteer, and it's almost like a family thing sometimes.
Yeah.
So whole families that go into it, or people kind of get sucked into it in a way, and then you have all these like.
That's why they keep these rural areas poor, so people go into the military.
You got no
and
option.
then you've got these areas where it's just, you know, like when you're a veteran and you say, hey, I would like you to pay attention to these veterans affairs. You're like, oh, well, who's a veteran anymore? You know, nobody.
Tim Dillon was talking about that. He was like, if they reinstate the draft, how many? It's going to be hilarious watching all the fat people, run and get, mowed down by Chinese people that are all in shape. It's like, he's right.
He's like,
and again, if everybody was in there, maybe we'd have less, somebody was talking about restarting the draft for this thing in Iran. Like, buddy, if that happened, this thing would be over in a week.
Yeah.
Tops.
Number 7, if a U.S. Marine asks for a better rifle, we should build it. And the same goes for software. We should, as a country, be capable of continuing a debate about the appropriateness of military action abroad while remaining unflinching in our commitment to those we have asked to step into harm's way.
they're already building a brand new rifle.
Yeah.
You can program it and expose on a certain impact. So.
I've seen the videos from what's the guy that has his company here in Columbus?
Oh, Andrew.
Andrew, yeah,
Palmer
like
Lucky.
some of the like scopes he has,
Yeah.
like it can see through walls and shit.
Yeah,
like
X-ray, thermal, everything.
It like they've got crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like it's just not available to whatever. But yeah. Number 8, public servants need to be our priests. Any business that compensated its employees in the way that the federal government compensates public servants would struggle to survive. Okay. Number 9, we should show far more grace towards those who have subjected themselves to public life. The eradication of any space for forgiveness, a jettisoning of any tolerance for the complexities and contradictions of the human psyche may leave us with a cast of characters at the helm we will grow to regret.
Too late.
Yeah.
Characters.
Yeah, you've lost that one, buddy. The psychologization of modern politics is leading us astray. This is number 10, by the way. Those who took the political arena to nourish their soul and sense of self, who rely too heavily on their internal life, finding expression in people they may never meet, will be left disappointed. Okay, whatever. Number 11, our society has grown too eager to hasten and is often gleeful at the demise of its enemies. That's always been history, like that's just basic, human emotions, I guess.
Since the beginning of time.
The vanquishing of an opponent is a moment to pause, not rejoice.
Isn't like all this tech and social media that's not made it that's not made people slow down and think.
Yeah.
It's made it even worse.
Yeah, it's made it even worse.
I need to pass judgment immediately.
Yeah. Number 12, the atomic age is ending. Are you sure about that, buddy?
You sure about that?
One age of deterrence, the atomic age, is ending, and a new era of deterrence built on AI is set to begin. That's if you have the power to power what you want to do. Number 13, no other country in the history of the world has advanced progressive values more than this one. Okay. The United States is far from perfect, but it is easy to forget how much more opportunities exist in this country for those who are not hereditary elites than in any other nation on the planet.
Not as true as it used to be.
Yeah, not now, especially. Number 14, American power has made possible an extraordinarily long peace. Too many have forgotten or perhaps take for granted that nearly a century of some version of peace has prevailed in the world without a great power military conflict. At least 3 generations. Billions of people and their children and now grandchildren have never known a world war.
Maybe that's because everybody agrees that world wars are bad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not just one person has the power to do all this, but like everybody be like, hey, it's not good for the world. It's not good for business.
Most people learn that, it nearly bankrupted their countries and took forever for them to recover from world wars. Like they
killed their people.
Yeah, they realized it was not good business. Number 15, the post-war neutering of Germany and Japan must be undone. The defanging of Germany was an overcorrection for which Europe is now paying a heavy price. A similar and highly theatrical commitment to Japanese pacifism will, if maintained, also threaten to shift the balance of power in Asia.
This guy talks about Germany a lot. I think he's got like maybe even some degree in it.
I feel like there's a little Nazi in here.
I don't know about that, but he's definitely
I wouldn't be
not a
surprised.
German. It's just, I don't know, like Germany is a pretty solid country anymore. So it's
I didn't know that they were defanged and doing terrible. The same with Japan. Like Japan does pretty good for themselves.
Yeah.
16. We should applaud those who attempt to build where the market has failed to act. The culture almost snickers at must interest and grand narrative, as if billionaires ought to simply stay in their lane of enriching themselves. Any curiosity or genuine interest in the value of what he has created is essentially dismissed. What has he created, sir?
But he's done it all in service of his own money. You know,
or perhaps lurks from beneath a thinly veiled scorn. 17. Silicon Valley must play a role in addressing violent crime. Here's what is this not some dystopian shit you're hearing?
Mm-hmm. It's all surveillance state kind of stuff.
Yeah, you think you're going to get away with breaking any type of law with these people put the tech they want in? Mm-hmm. Many politicians across the United States have essentially shrugged when it comes to violent crime, abandoning any serious efforts to address the problem or take any risk with their constituencies or donors in coming up with solutions and experiments in what should be a desperate bid to save lives.
I think also like violent crime is down
like during the Obama administration, violent crime took a giant spike down. Yeah. So I mean, people are addressing it to some degree.
And again, his point isn't that like, hey, we should make sure hungry people have food and all that. It's we need to have a surveillance state to watch these people.
Okay, number 18, the ruthless exposure of the private lives of public figures drives far too much talent away from government service. What the fuck is he talking about? The public arena and the shallow and petty assaults against those who dare to do something other than enrich themselves. Are we fucking serious here, buddy? I feel like that's directly aimed at Elon Musk. Has become so unforgiving that the Republic is left with a significant roster of ineffectual, empty vessels whose ambition would forgive if they were any genuine belief structure lurking within. Like this dude, I just imagine he was just so fucking doped up on ketamine doing this.
He thinks he's got some deep ideas here.
Yeah. Number 19, the caution in public life that we unwittingly encourage is corrosive. Those who say nothing wrong often say nothing much at all. You might be right there, but
who's saying the wrong thing?
Right, exactly.
Is Zoran Mamdani in New York saying the wrong thing because he says we should be helping people?
Yeah.
Or is Trump saying the wrong thing because he says, Mexicans are killers and rapists coming into the country? Yeah.
Wipe out all civilization for a certain country.
Yeah. Number 20, the pervasive intolerance of religious belief in certain circles must be resisted. The elite's intolerance of religious belief is perhaps one of the most telling signs that its political project constitutes of a less open intellectual movement than many within it would claim.
Yeah, never mind that. Like the president claims to be a Christian. The vice president just converted to Catholicism. Almost everybody in the House or the Senate is a Christian, minus a couple who are Muslim.
Yeah,
the Supreme Court is Catholic and Jewish. Like, what do you? All the elites, they're all religious. What are you talking about?
All cultures are now equal. Criticism and value judgments are forbidden. Yet this new dogma glosses over the fact that certain cultures are indeed subcultures have produced wonders. Others have proven middling and worse, regressive and harmful. Sounds like he's talking about Christians right there a little bit, and Muslims, but it sounds like he's not a really religious guy. What do you think?
Oh, you
think he is?
He might think he is. He might think he's got the answer.
Okay. Where are we at here? 22? 22. We must resist the shallow temptation of a vacant and hollow pluralism. We in America, and more broadly the West, have for the past century resisted defining national cultures in the name of inclusivity. But inclusion into what?
And that kind of sounds like he's talking about nationalism, It's just...
Yeah. It just... Like, hearing all that shit just sounds like some Nazi shit, almost.
Well, it's a lot of hollow nonsense.
Yeah.
But if you look at how they're applying those things, it's just like, I've had, the transhumanism debate was big back before the pandemic started or whatever. And people were like, conservative people in my family were like, oh yeah, that Elon Musk. I'm like, how can you be for Elon Musk and against transhumanism when Elon Musk wants to put a Neuralink in everybody's brain? Like what? Like what, you don't have the internal consistency.
It's like Black Mirror shit.
I saw some meme late one night before I went to bed. I think that's why I never sent it to you guys, but it was like somebody like on the ground, like having a seizure. And the caption was like, me after I badmouthed Israel and they activated the seizure in my Neuralink. And I was like, oh my God, that is hilarious. Cause it's probably not far from the truth, what they want anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, you read that shit and you're like, you get like mass surveillance from it, and pretty much we need everybody to do our dirty work. Because he's not sending his kids in it. Like he would be if he had kids. I don't know if he does or not, but they always find a way to get their family out of the tough stuff. It seems like
right.
But and you look at like Great Britain and stuff, like the royal family has to serve in the military, don't they? Or is it just kind of like a thing that they do? Because both the princes served in the military. They were in the Iraq War, I think.
Well, even Korea, you have to serve like 1 or 2 years.
Yeah, South Korea has a mandatory military. Yep. Everybody, men, women, all go.
Yep. Like 1 to 2 years, I think it is.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if here in America we could do that. Like, what are you going to do? Like, you'd have to make it to where some people don't see combat and others do. And how fair would that be? It wouldn't be fair at all. But I guess some people would fail and they'd just send them back to wherever.
Some just kind of just Googled that while we're talking here, and here's a Reddit, and one comment says, "What a vain, shallow, pathetic, self-aggrandizing moron. Even leaving aside the self-interested bullshit, please spend more money on military tech. This is like what a preteen who just discovered Ender's Game and Nietzsche would write. I would love to see bro's daily Adderall dosage."
Yeah, he's on something, dude. And I just look at that and I'm like, this is a dude that's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Like, this is somebody that's obviously has some, emotional trauma from being picked on in his early years, and he's taking it out now.
Who fucking who?
Yeah, I feel like that's how most of these dudes are.
They are. That's what it is.
These tech guys, anyways.
They act like they're smarter than what they are.
Right, like everybody goes through some trauma growing up. As far as I mean, not everybody, but a lot of people do. There's somebody always picks on somebody.
Right. You
see it whether it happens to you or not. But I mean, Jesus Christ, man! If there's one thing we can tell our kids, like, treat everybody with some respect, so they don't grow up to be assholes like this.
Trying to ruin the world.
Yeah.
Another comment. It's hilarious that now that the middle class is decimated, everything is getting shittier, and there's literally no reason for the average person to fight for the current system. It's now suddenly everyone has a duty to protect the society. Protect what?
It's true.
Again, I've never, I don't know any of these rich people, obviously, personally, but I've never encountered a person this rich who's not just like nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, you see them and you know how their public persona is or whatever, and they're all fucking demented assholes.
A little unhinged.
Yeah.
My dad used to tell me this when I was little, and he was quoting somebody, and he said, they asked this rich person, like, how much money is enough? And the rich person answered back, like, I'm always thinking about the next dime.
Yeah.
Like
it's a rush, basically.
I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, I remember listening to Howard Stern back in the day, and he was talking about how he was in therapy. Mm. And, he grew up fairly poor, I guess you would say. Mm. And he was talking about one of his therapy visits, and he was like, I have a real issue with not seeing enough money in the bank account. Mm. He was like, the number has to always keep going up. And you have to imagine if he's having that issue,
right.
Other people that are way richer than him are probably way worse than he is with
probably
that.
Can't sleep at night and shit.
Oh, yeah. That's what they say. All these guys
yeah.
stay up all night. Mm-hmm. So, but we got to put these assholes in check. Like, they're getting pretty bold with some of these manifestos and stuff like that.
Like, let's get some straight here, you fucking nerd. Just chill out, Nazi.
Like, I, for one, don't want, like, I mean, that's cool that, like South Korea has that, but I don't want everybody's daughter have to join the military. Like, that's part of being an American is stepping up to the plate and protecting our vulnerable. Not that every woman is vulnerable. I don't want to get that going.
Let's get something straight here. There's certain people who shouldn't be going to the military. Let's put it that way.
Yes, exactly. Like, what about the nut jobs that always end up in the military?
Right.
But I don't know, dude. I don't know what the answer is, but I feel like this dystopian manifesto that this guy just put out is just terrible.
Just further proof that the people that have this money are probably the least worthy of it.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we're going to move on here to our next article. And this one is the AP, and how conspiracy theories about missing or dead scientists went from online forums to the White House. Yes, you heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. It's up to 12 missing scientists now over a span of like 5 years. They're either missing or they're dead.
Well, it's just some of the deaths are outrageous. Like, randomly just get shot. In
a lot of people are like, I'm not suicidal, and then they end up committing suicide. Gunshots.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, he actually Trump commented on it. And he goes, I hope it's all just a coincidence, but we're going to look into it.
No, you're not.
Yeah, it's always like, hey, give us a couple weeks.
Well, it's so funny with the gunshots too. You remember Shooter with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Remember they had that contraption where they put the gun through the head and pull it like they actually committed suicide?
Oh yeah, I mean these guys are pros, dude. They can. And I was listening to one of these ladies. I guess she did a podcast before she died, and she just looks fucking wigged out. I mean, from all the stress that she was going through, and like it kind of reminded me of like Carrie Matheson off of Homeland, where she's a schizophrenic and like she's becomes a genius when she's not taking her medicine. That's what it reminded me of. But I guess that lady was studying anti-gravity.
Yeah.
And she ended up with a gunshot to the head or something like that.
Well, her father was also a scientist, wasn't he? Retired scientist?
Yeah, but
something like that.
He's kind of like, smart people commit suicide too. He's kind of playing it safe, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, so speculation about links among a handful of U.S. scientists who have died or disappeared in recent years was largely confined to a niche online communities less than 2 months ago. She means UFO communities. As of Friday, the number had grown to at least 12 and was at the epicenter of the U.S. government, with both the FBI and Congress investigating possible connections. At a press gathering April 16th, President Donald Trump was asked about 10 missing scientists with access to classified stuff, nuclear material, aerospace. They've all gone missing or turned up dead in the last couple of months, and whether he thought there were ties among them. Oh, we got a dog barking, it sounds like. Well, I hope it's random, but we're going to know in the next week and a half. There you go, that week and a half.
Yep.
It's either a week and a half or 2 weeks. Like, how are you going to know? Can you Can you conduct a mass investigation to confirm these? I don't think you can in a matter of like 2 weeks.
You better get your cross-eyed goon on it.
Right. Those speculating about the cases suggest that individuals were targeted, perhaps by global U.S. adversaries, because of the sensitive nature of their work related to topics such as astrophysics, nuclear weapons, and pharmaceuticals. But so far, no evidence has been found that definitively links them or establishes coordinated foul play. Well, I mean, 2 of them work together, so that's pretty much a link right there.
Yeah.
Jen Golbeck, a professor at the University of Maryland who studies conspiracy theories, said the idea of a sinister connection between tragedies involving scientists is a common trope within conspiracy theory communities. There are a lot of people who work for national labs and universities and government research centers, and some of them will go missing or commit suicide or die, she said. Any year you could take a bunch of those and name them as something sinister if you wanted to. Like, really? Like, I mean, nobody's ever like pointed these out on this number anyways. There's maybe like a couple here and there, but I mean, this is a lot. And at some point you have to say, like, this isn't a coincidence anymore.
Right.
Okay. I was just going to see, like, this is obviously too big. I was going to see if we could find like something else here. But it says, like, for example, Nuno F.G. Luriero, a physicist and fusion scientist who is a professor at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, is on the list. He was fatally shot on December 15th by Claude Manuel Nuez Valenti, who was also responsible for a mass shooting at Brown University days prior.
Immigrant.
He took his own life. A motive has not been established, but the 2 men knew each other for decades, earlier as classmates in Portugal studying physics. But you know, like we know, like the CIA has done a bunch of stuff with, you know, making people crazy and stuff like that. They've studied all this for years.
Yeah.
So at some point, I mean, if they've studied it, you have to imagine the Russians and the Chinese and the Israeli. Like, I don't know. It sounds to me like if we're going to take like the most logical approach to this, it sounds like another country is picking off our scientists to kind of get ahead of the curve on whatever has been studied or broken through on. But, you know, the conspiracy theory of me is like, oh, these motherfuckers knew something about aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Or UFOs, you know,
Something.
like the one lady's talking about ultra terrestrials. You know whose name she throws out? Hal Puthoff. And I don't know if you know who Hal Puthoff is, but he's done public interviews and he's been on podcasts and he's like, yeah, I was in charge of he was in charge of the remote viewing, but he did work on the he says reverse engineering too. So these people all have connections to this stuff. And
Bob Lazar,
yeah,
reverse engineering,
yeah, but there's just too many coincidences, and I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're linked to. It very well could just be, you know, physics and just everyday science stuff, or is it something bigger? But I feel like for them to go through the amount of pushback that like Congress is getting with like trying to get the UFO files released and stuff like that, like they're obviously hiding something, whether it's some form of technology or if it is something that crashed here, who knows? But this shit is getting crazy, dude. And I wonder how many more pop up before it gets serious. So, but I mean, is it serious now that it's made the White House's attention? I don't think so.
they don't care.
I think for them, they're like, another distraction from the Epstein files? Fuck yeah.
Dead scientists.
You know what all
Let's
these people
roll.
had in common? Nothing to do with the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really prepared to go conspiracy theory yet. It is, again, we do have lots of scientists in the country working on lots of things like this. But it is one of those,
Release the Epstein list.
Sorry, I'm getting into TikTok here.
it is one of those sort of creepy coincidences. You're kind of like,
That could be possible.
I mean, it's just too many.
Yeah.
And like it started out as 9 and then it bumped up to 10, then 11, and now it's at 12 because they just keep going back a year at a two. And these people, like, there's a couple of things that are like really stand out. Like they're all like, it all seems to revolve around NASA and anti-gravity. The one lady was she had invented some sort of resistant metal that the shuttles use so they could get off of Russian technology that they were buying. I might be misremembering this, but they were buying some kind of supplies from Russia that they were using in the rockets, and she invented this new metal that they didn't have to depend on them. So, and she was the one that worked underneath the general that disappeared, which, by the way, he disappeared in February, and they still don't have any sign of him.
and that's like one where you're like, this is like a famous general. I don't know if he wasn't like a force sergeant or anything like that, but this is like kind of an important dude.
Yeah.
Well, he ran the science program for the Air Force, which is stationed out of Wright Pat here in Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. But yeah, I mean, you see this shit and you're like, God damn, dude. Like, okay. Can I mute this? Oh, here we go. I gotta get back. It's funny when you're not used to navigating TikTok on your desktop. It's a little different. Okay, so we'll put this on the screen here. Can I get a better view here? Let's see here. Let's go to the side. There, that'll go. Okay, stop. I want to control the slide. Okay, so this is the lady that has recently been making the news or the social media rounds, however you want to say it. Amy Eskridge. She died June 11th, 2022. Cause of death was ruled self-inflicted gunshot wound.
Shocker.
Oldest case in the FBI review, independent researcher, Alabama, and she mentions the town where they put the headquarters for Space Forces. Little weird, right? She's like, this town is going to be this will be where disclosure comes from, is what she was saying. But anti-gravity propulsion is what she was known for, UFO and extraterrestrial research, electrostatic propulsion. So, you'll see that propulsion is a very big thing on, it's almost on all of them. Okay, Michael David Hicks, research scientist, NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, Sunland, California. Research area is asteroid characterization, deep space observation. He was on the DART mission, Deep Space One. You know what the DART mission is, don't you? It's where they sent I guess it would be a satellite PBS. Is that what it was? Where they hit the astronaut to knock it, or not?
Hit
the asteroid.
Yeah.
They hit the asteroid to knock it off its course a little bit.
Or, yeah, to see what they could do with that, I think, yeah.
Died July 30th, 2023. He was found deceased in his Sunland residence. Cause of death is unknown. No NASA statement. That's crazy right there. Frank Mywald, principal scientist, NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. I'm telling you, dude, that right there. I mean, how many people from this propulsion laboratory got to fucking die?
All of them have to go.
Planetary Robotic Systems, JPL Deep Space Missions. He died July 4th, 2024. Cause of death undisclosed. No statement from NASA. He was a principal scientist at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Anthony Chavez. How'd we get back on this? Retired employee, Los Alamos. That's where Bob Lazar was working out of. Research was classified. Decades of work at the LANL before retiring in 2017. He's been missing since May 8th. Monica Reza. She was a materials processing director at NASA JPL, Aerojet Rocketdyne, Los Angeles, California. She's been missing since June 22nd, 2025, age 60. She was last seen hiking near Mount Waterman, Angeles National Forest. No trace found despite 2025 search. I think she's the one that's connected to the general. Okay. Melissa Casillas, is that how you say that?
We'll go with
or
it.
Ciasis?
We'll go with it.
Ciasis. We'll go with that. Administrative officer, security clearance, Los Alamos National Laboratory. See, there's just too many things that line up here. Research was classified, high security clearance. She's been missing since June 26, 2025. Car and belongings found at home, both personal and work phones, factory reset before disappearance. Holy shit.
Stuff like that's a little funky.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Family says disappearance was not voluntary. She had plans to care for her mother after upcoming surgery. Okay, Steven Garcia. This one was popped up here lately. Government contractor, Kansas City National Security Campus, nuclear weapons asset oversight, high-level security clearance. He's been missing since August 28th, 2025. Last seen on surveillance footage leaving his Albuquerque home on foot, carrying a handgun, leaving behind his vehicle and personal effects. Sounds very familiar, doesn't it? Sounds like the general. Okay. Scientist number 8, Jason Thomas, assistant director of Novartis, active DoD contracts, pharmaceutical research, cancer treatments. He disappeared December 2025. Body was found in Lake Quannapowitt, Massachusetts on March 17, 2026, 3 months after disappearance. Somebody got him. Okay. Nuno Loriero. This is the director at MIT Plasma Science and Fusion Center. We talked about this guy recently. He was fatally shot on December 16th, 2025 outside his home.
That's right. It was on the porch, I believe.
Yes, plasma physics and fusion science. He was like one of the big hitters for MIT. This is another guy that people are talking about. That this one is kind of raising the ears a little bit. Carl Grillmeier, astrophysicist, Caltech. He was shot dead on February 16th, 2025 on his front porch. And why are these guys like two similar deaths here? Just random people shooting them on their front porch? And we have scientist number 11, William Neil McCaslin. This is the general, actually.
Okay.
Retired U.S. Air Force Major General, former Commander, Air Force Research Laboratory, Albuquerque, New Mexico. See, and there's another Albuquerque, New Mexico. And him and the other guy from Albuquerque both disappeared similarly. Guns, left behind belongings, and they're gone. Hypersonics, directed energy systems, advanced propulsion. He's been missing since February 27th, 2026. Left home on foot with only a .38 caliber revolver. Last known heading toward Sandia Mountains, New Mexico. Yeah, so that doesn't have the 12th one on there. I don't know who the 12th one is, but just some crazy shit there. I mean...
And they're just like leaving their house with a handgun, like it's nothing.
Yeah, like I don't know, like is it something where they know like foreign agents are taking them out, so they went into some protocol and he left everything behind and grabbed his gun to get to a rendezvous point? Yeah. But how is it possible that this dude William Neil McCaslin, everybody's got a Ring or a cam on their front porch now, and he evaded all of the cameras in his neighborhood? How's it possible? So, I mean, to me, it sounds like he knew a way out and he was prepared for something like this. Yeah. Or somebody got him.
Did you just want to see him running out of his door?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was thinking, too. I was saying, if we see that,
maybe, what was her name on the witch and
Gladys?
Yeah, on Gladys. Yeah. Maybe she's behind this.
She probably is.
But yeah, you know, the most like common sense logical thing I can think of is, you know, like I think at this point there's too many coincidences. So my brain goes to, it's got to be a foreign intelligence that's taking these people out or kidnapping them or killing them if they're not cooperative. I don't know, man. What do you think, Rob?
Like I said, there's too many coincidences. You know, high clearance astrophysicist. It does not look good.
And I feel like somebody's like, well, you can find somebody that commits suicide every year in these professions. Like, yeah, you can, but
not like 12 back to back.
Yeah, like
consecutively.
Like every fucking couple months. Yeah. And then you have a couple of these people speaking out like, I'm in fucking trouble. They're going to kill me. And then they end up dead. Like,
well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, these people are getting shot on their porch. I'm like, I'm pretty sure they're in nice neighborhoods who are getting shot. You know what I'm saying? They're not like, you know, not good areas.
All I know is that Rob cannot wait for someone to write a book about all this so he cannot read it.
Yes. Yep. By the way, are you going to read that?
I will.
Somebody was asking me if they could borrow it, and I was like, oh, I don't have it because some fucking used to be fat fuck won't read it. That's why I'm going to start calling you used to be fat fuck.
What was it? James Alba? He's like, I call him lunchbox now. I call him six pack.
All right, so. Rob, do you have a good Tubi pick for us?
Yes, I do.
Are you sure? Because I feel like you've been kind of just laying some softballs on us here, like just picking something.
No.
I don't even know if you're watching some of these things. I think he just goes to the menu and he's like, I'll watch it eventually, but we'll give him this.
He could be making it all up. Like I know those two ain't gonna watch these.
Yeah.
Zilla's Tubi pick of the week. Each week we pick the best.
It looks like a good one.
Oh, yeah? I haven't looked yet. I'm letting it be a surprise.
He didn't post it until right before you walked down.
I watched a film so bad it made my eyes
Look at him jamming over there.
wide. With every line they
delirious.
said,
He's been up since 2 a.m.
help but hide. So sit back and enjoy the worst movie of the bunch. You'll ask how bad it is. It's
Hit it, Rob. Hit it.
So, Tubi pick of the week is going to be called 1990's The Last Blood.
Oh.
So, look at that look on that guy's face. Like, he's
dude,
like, I'm getting last blood.
So, synopsis. Here's Lu Tai, an Interpol agent, is assigned to protect the Dalai Lama, a famous religious leader who's targeted for death by a militant Japanese terrorist group.
I need some more energy out of that, Rob. Get animated when you're reading that bitch off.
When the Dalai Lama is injured, Lu Tai embarks on a quest to find a suitable blood donor.
Do you talk like that in real life?
Yes.
I mean,
If I do talk.
Guys! Like, I've seen you get animated. Come on now.
I know. So the first 5 minutes, I laughed my ass off because, let me see here. The director is Wang Jing. Is his name? He's the writer-director of this film.
Just this film?
No. There's some other
Okay.
films
right.
I have never seen. But when you see the first opening scene, you can tell he's heavily influenced by John Woo. Because it's got a very hard-boiled vibes to it.
the first opening scene, is there more than one opening scene?
Well, the gun battle scene, I would say that.
You know, the first opening scene.
opening scene of the gun.
Have you watched a movie before?
Have you watched any?
Come on. God's sake.
So I would say the first like shootout of the film is pretty hilarious. It's very reminiscent of like Hard Boiled a little bit. Not as over dramatic, but you get the feel of it. It's 90 minutes of fun. Let's put it that way.
90 minutes of fun.
Yeah. It's
I don't think I've ever heard you like describe a movie like that.
If you like those outrageous like John Woo films, you can tell this.
You're gonna love this, huh?
You'll love it.
So it's not really a shitty movie, but more of a niche movie.
It's pretty graphic. I mean, you see some kids getting shot and killed here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's wild. So the Dalai Lama, he gets shot.
So Pete Hegseth would like this.
Oh, he would love it.
Okay.
I mean, he'd be like jerking off to it while he's drunk. But so the Dalai Lama gets shot. That's an outrageous like shootout in the airport as well. But so he has a rare blood type that only 5 people that are in the city that have it. Like 2 are dead, and then 1's out of the state, and then 1 is different. Well, sorry, 1 is another country, and there are 2 that they're going to try to find. But these militant are finding these people and killing them, so they can't get the blood. So
Are you okay over there?
yeah.
You keep adjusting that.
Yeah, sorry. So, but the thing of it is, too, is that there's this guy who, he's on the flight with his girlfriend, and she runs into the Dalai Lama, and he's like, oh, well, you were born the same day with me, we're connected. So she gets shot as well, and she has the same blood type as him. So the boyfriend, he wants to save her, so he kind of like tags along with those detectives unwillingly that they don't want him to come, and he's trying to get the blood for his girlfriend instead of the Dalai Lama. So they kind of become like partners.
I'm not going to lie. I've totally zoned out.
That's fine.
I mean, look, it's got an average rating of 3.4.
Yeah.
So it's got to be decent.
And there's a big like gun battle in the hospital, very similar to Hard Boiled. So
Okay.
So it's not as good.
I like shoot 'em up movies.
Oh, it's fun,
especially like Asian shoot 'em up movies.
because it's over the top.
Again, what are you fucking doing over there, dude?
Calm down.
He's like,
Calm down. That's what I'm doing. It's my thing.
let me just adjust it a centimeter up and down.
It's my thing. But yeah, definitely check it out. It's definitely fun.
I'm sitting here bitching at him, but I do the same shit. I'm constantly like,
It's got them GLP-1 jitters.
yeah. You're like a crackhead now, Rob.
Pretty much. So, and then there's so the director of this film, he did City Hunter with Jackie Chan. So you kind of get that feel from him,
Okay.
that outrageous kind of comedy feel for it.
Yeah.
There's a few movies I have not seen I've been wanting to watch that he's done. God of Gamblers was got Chow Yun-Fat. One movie with Jet Li called Red Dragon. And then there's one here. Let me see here.
Take your time.
Take your time. Fight Back to School. So I know there's a sequel to that as well.
It's not like we're trying to entertain anybody here.
That's right. So, yeah. But I definitely want to check out some more of his films.
Okay. Well, good for you.
Yep.
Good for you for finding a gym finally, and not some shitty fucking shark movie.
That's right. Oh, trust me, they're coming. It's summertime coming up.
That is true.
I got Sharks into Hood.
We should watch Jaws like out on the projector one night.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of cool outside.
We should like.
You'd have to be out after dark, PBS. Yeah. So
watch some of the
might
best.
Might have to wait till after summer then. You know, in summer, don't get dark till like 9 o'clock.
That's different.
You gave it 4 stars though, so you must have enjoyed this movie.
Liked it. It was fun. It's a fun film.
Every once in a while, you find a banger, and you're just like,
it's a banger.
Thank God. So, I mean, we know you've been watching this Last Blood. What else you been watching? We'll just roll it into what you're watching.
So I haven't really watched many movies lately. More of TV shows.
Yeah.
I've been catching up with Daredevil, Born Again.
Yeah.
Season 2.
I don't think I caught this week's episode of Daredevil. I didn't because I got home late Wednesday, and I just went straight to fucking Prime Video, dude.
When you see a certain person grieving, you kind of don't want to touch them. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Especially when it's Kingpin. Let's put it that way. So
Rob,
you're already telling too much. Just shut up with that.
No.
Rob hasn't logged a movie on Letterboxd since Panhead. That was his pick last.
Well, that one and the Tubi pick. So,
did you just rate it and forget to log it?
No, I mean he rated this one, but he hasn't since it's
okay.
He went from Pan Man to this one, so he's not been watching much.
Yeah, well,
or at
like I
least
said,
blogging
TV
anyway.
shows.
How many movies have you watched so far this year?
Like 50.
I just we've got to see this count here. We should keep challenging each other every week.
Yep, I'm on 50.
Is it just on profile?
Yeah, just go to your profile. It gives you the.
Again, the whole like, why can't they just make everything similar as far as where you find shit stats? Oh man, I'm like looking here. I'm just gonna do it on the.
It says I got 52 for the year so far.
Oh, I know I'm ahead of you.
I believe it.
Not much though. Profile. Films this year, I've got 58. How about you, PBS?
50.
50? How am I beating you guys?
I don't know.
I've been making it a point. Like,
We got rookie numbers. Got to pump those numbers up.
what do you think is a respectable number to watch for the year?
I mean, I hit like what do I say? Oh, I said around like. Let me look up my.
I know we talked about this, but I'm like, what is a like you're a cinephile like numbers here?
Well, I know we talk about this sometimes where how many movies is too many movies. I think if you're watching a movie a day, 365, I think you're doing good, and you probably got to be way above average.
That's insane right there.
Now again, like
what's even more too, if you're influencer and that's your job, is movie review, so it's gonna be even twice as many.
Yeah, like if you just review movies for like any kind of living or hobby or whatever, you could easily watch 2 movies a day.
Yeah.
And some people, maybe even 3. Some people talk about we're watching 3 or 4 movies a day, and I'm like,
well, you got to figure
that's a bit much.
We got to figure the runtime. You're talking like 62 minutes or something like that.
Well, but still, I don't want to say other people can't focus or whatever. But I don't know. I couldn't do 3 or 4 movies in a day regularly.
I could back in the day, but now it's especially hard.
Even like I used to watch like 2 movies in an evening. Like maybe make dinner, I'll watch a movie, have a snack, watch a second movie. But anymore, it's like I have a hard enough time getting through the first movie some evenings.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes those movies are like super long, or they're made into a series, which use
Yeah. So that goddamn dog is barking for some reason.
Let me just see here. So in 2025, I had 190, which was kind of low. 2024 was 261. 2023 was 175, kind of low again. 2022, I only had 52 entries that year, so I must have not been, that was probably before we really started using it. I thought 2020 was
the big year.
I'm just kind of like lost. I'm like, I don't know where to look.
I'm on Robzilla's list. That's why I'm having trouble here.
Yeah.
Some of these numbers don't sound right. Be back up here. Get out of Robzilla's profile. Go home.
I'm surprised your brain didn't fry from all the shitty movies.
So 2025 was 182. 2024 was 230. 2023 was 228. 2022 was 258.
Jeez.
2021 was 183. That was my low year. 2020 was like 292. So I'm averaging, that 250 to 290.
So where did you find that at?
You just have to look up your stats by year.
Okay.
That's probably an easier way to do it, but that's just hard. If you go stats by year, it'll tell you how many how many diary entries anyway you had that year.
So let's see here. Like if I put it on, so if I go here,
Go up a little higher.
that's as high as I can go.
There should be. See how it says your all-time stats? It should. Right next to a life and film, there's a little drop-down arrow on the right.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you can go by year.
Okay. All right. I watched 155 that year. Okay. And
of course, some people log like short films they watch. You can even log like Looney Tunes cartoons because they were theatrical releases.
208 in 2024. 187. Wow, I really need to. 65. That's pandemic time. Not a lot's going on. There's a missing two years there. I wonder what's up with that. I think it might have been 2022 when we first started doing this. I don't know.
It was somewhere around there. I only remember, mine goes back a little further just because I would post them on Facebook and they show up in my memories.
Mm-hmm.
So for like that first year on Letterboxd, I'd put them in Letterboxd. I don't like being the Letterboxd list, but there's some people who put like thousands of movies in here.
Yeah.
And we've heard people before, they'd make like TikTok videos, whatever. It's like, I put a movie on it. If it's good, I pay attention to it. Like, well, what do you mean you're not paying attention to it then?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to be like analyzing every frame to count a movie as watched, but I don't know. So I just mainly focus on how many movies I'm watching. That's good enough. Like I said, there's a guy I follow on social media named Elric Kane, who's a director, and he's got a couple of podcasts where he talks about movies. And he said, I was watching 400 movies a year or whatever, and I figured if I cut back 50 movies a year, I could have more time to, read a book here or there or something without missing out on too many movies. So I think there's definitely some nice, you don't have to have a zillion movies every year.
Okay,
to be a cinephile or anything.
Rob, you were watching TV shows.
Yeah, so I was watching.
We don't need to hear about you,
I'm just telling you
spoiling
what the fuck I'm
Daredevil.
watching. Daredevil, and then I was also watching The Boys.
So don't touch somebody that's grieving.
That's
Kingpin. Like, thanks for giving away a pivotal part of the show.
You're welcome. The Boys, the season 5.
Oh, dude, so good.
Yeah.
I'm sad you're not watching The Boys with us. And Invincible.
Just it's too over the top for me.
It's too over the top for you. I don't buy that. You love over the top.
Oh, you cunt.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
Like I was telling him, I was like, "You like Carl Urban, don't you?" He's like, "I love that Judge Dredd movie." I'm like, "Who doesn't love that Judge Dredd movie?" I was like, "You got to watch it just for him, dude."
Yeah. Say that and Invincible. I started watching that.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Invincible's so goddamn good, dude. I fucking love that show.
What's another more 17 years? I'll just make me another kid.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, buddy?
I haven't been watching too much myself either. I say it. I feel like I say it every week now, but it's like I feel like we just recorded yesterday, and it's been 2 weeks, and I haven't done anything.
Right.
It kind of snuck up on us, didn't it?
I don't know where the 2 weeks goes.
Yeah.
It feels like we're recording every week again.
Rob's wife literally messaged me, and I was like, "We're not recording this week," and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like it really has been 2 weeks. Like, my God.
I don't know where the week is. So I'll run through a couple of TV shows. I've been. I told you. I think I said last time I'm working on The Pit. Very, very just taking my time with it, enjoying it.
So, I mean, what are you thinking of The Pit? Like,
I
are you
like
halfway
it.
through?
I'm about 2/3 of the way through the first season.
So good, dude.
I tend to save it for like my day off and like watch an episode with breakfast or dinner or something like it.
So season 1 of The Pit is the gun, the mass shooting at a music festival. Have you made it to that part yet?
Not yet.
Okay, so like
they've had at least 1 or 2 people from the music festival come in, I think.
yeah, it gets worse.
I just got to the episode, minor spoiler alert, where Dr. Robbie kicks out Dr. Langdon for stealing pills. So
Yeah. What's her face? The one she's a first year.
Santos.
Yeah, Santos. She's she had it out for him, man.
She caught him. I mean,
Yeah.
makes you wonder why the other doctors didn't if she did.
Right.
What else? Oh yeah, we mentioned that it's coming to Shudder here. I think next Friday, but I decided to bust out my Tales from the Crypt DVDs, and I've kind of got an early start on rewatching them just to
He's already got an advantage over us.
be familiar with them.
Cocksucker.
And I'm looking forward to it. The first season's not great. It's got some pretty decent episodes. So I'm looking forward to you guys and everybody else checking them out. But I've seen most of them before. I've got the DVD set for all 7 seasons.
Shut up, fat ass.
Can't use that for Rob anymore.
I know. It's like, do I just say it to myself now? You know.
So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm hoping they're in HD or whatever, because mine are all DVDs that came out like 20 years ago at this point.
Oh, you know it's going to be the square box on your big ass TV,
so.
and you'll feel like it's 1994 again.
Please do. I remember staying up late, just flipping through channels like, oh, Tales from the Crypt's coming on. We mentioned it, whatever we were talking about in the group chat this week, like sometimes like, oh, is it going to be a little bit of nudity in this one maybe?
Well, even that intro is so iconic for it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never forget when we met the dude that did the voice.
John Cassier, yeah.
And PBS was just so fanboyed out. He was like, oh my God.
I'd forgotten that I got his autograph. It's on one of my DVD covers. Like when I was playing, I'm like, oh.
He was like, sir, thank you for coming out today. You have no idea how
Nothing
much
wrong
this
with being
means.
polite, Rob.
He was cool though.
Yeah.
He was super cool. He took like was it 25 minutes with the person in front of us?
Probably a while.
He did he called this boy's sick mom, and
oh yeah, he leaves voicemail. I think
yeah.
Popcorn used to have like a voicemail that he left for him or whatever.
Yeah. He's a cool dude.
And then, like I said, I started watching the Hulk Hogan series on Netflix just to kind of check it out. I'm not expecting much of it in a way.
Terry the Boulder.
And I'm mostly watching it, see if I can learn anything, about wrestling history kind of stuff. We all know the Hulkster was kind of a shit person.
But his story is very interesting.
Yeah.
And,
I can't ever totally hate the Hulkster. You're growing up loving wrestling and all that.
Like, you have to, like, at some point, he's not the greatest person. Right. But I don't think he's a bad person. I'll say that.
He wasn't like a child molester
No,
or something. There are worse people.
He's just your typical old school American with they have that certain viewpoints. Yeah. And you know what I mean when I'm saying certain viewpoints.
Racism, Rob. He's talking about racism.
Yeah.
Bigots.
I think some people were just raised differently. And, when you're raised a certain way, it's hard to see things through other lenses, But, just watching that first episode, it's just an incredible journey that you get to see that he had. And it's kind of like, how he met his wife. It's kind of like it was meant to be, even though they split up eventually. Yeah. But
the Hulkster is known for being kind of a BS artist too. So.
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking forward to hearing people talking about the documentary who were there and be like, well, maybe it didn't happen that way quite so much.
But everybody gives him props. He put fucking wrestling on the map back in the day.
He was big. He was the immortal Hulk Hogan.
And it's funny, like I always attribute like him blowing up to WrestleMania 3, the slam heard around the world. And it's not. When you watch that documentary, they really say his work in Minnesota with Jesse the Body blew him. Yeah. The role in Rocky kind of got him.
And I was upset there wasn't a little more in depth to that, because a lot of the wrestling people know that he got big in the AWA.
Yeah,
where he starts out in the territory. He goes and works for Vince Sr., and then Vince doesn't want him to go do Rocky, and he says, "I'm going to go do Rocky. I'm going to be in a motion picture." Rocky 1 and 2 are already big ass movies, and Vince says, "Well, if you go, don't come back." And then he goes to work for AWA, and that's kind of when Hulkamania starts. And then Vince Jr. brings him back, and that's the rest of the documentary.
Yeah, you can say whatever you want about him, but there's no denying what he's done for the sport, or whatever you want to call wrestling. But, like he is on the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers, at least for me anyways.
Yeah.
Like-
I saw like an old like wrestling tape of him in like New Japan. Like he wrestled. Like,
And that's what I was hoping to get out of this documentary. Obviously, there's 4 episodes?
I think is what it is.
Or 3 or 4. But I was hoping to see some, Japan wrestling, or at least his story about how he ended up over there or whatever. But I haven't seen it yet.
I don't remember if when he got big over there before he went to the WF or not. I can't quite remember.
You're fired.
That's exactly what McMahon was like. You're fired.
He's part of the Kiss My Ass Club.
So let me run through just a couple movies here real quick.
Please do.
I was in need of a comfort movie, so I watched this little independent film you've probably never heard of called Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Starring this foreign actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger. For some reason, I've been thinking about Terminator 2 for like a week or two. I'm like, I just want to sit down and rewatch that. It's been a while since I've rewatched
Because it's about to come to fruition.
Between AI and War with Iran and all that, I'm like, I want to sit down and watch. It's one of those movies I can put on and clean the house, take a nap, or sit down and like watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I sat down and watched it. Here's just a couple things I was thinking to myself as rewatching it. For one, I wrote, this movie still feels like a blockbuster when a lot of modern movies don't. And I don't know if it's because we've gotten rid of like the low budget, mid budget action movies. So like every movie is like $100 million Marvel movie now.
Yeah.
And so like no movie feels like a blockbuster, or maybe they all kind of look crappy now. It looks like nobody puts any time into them, whereas Terminator just looks like a great movie and still looks pretty good, even with a little bit of outdated CGI.
Baby.
Right. Some little things I was kind of noticing this time. I like the way you see the day progress. Like when the Terminators both show up in the morning, it's night out. So it's either the night before or early in the morning. Then you see like John Connor working on his bike. And it's kind of like a morning.
And see, that's like what I was talking about on the last episode, how we were talking about how they don't film certain things at night anymore. Mm. And like older movies, you got that authentic feel. Right. And now you just, like, oh, it's not really nighttime. It's a filter or whatever and editing. And I get it. But at the same time, like, I want to see shit reflect off of puddles and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, exactly. That's a great scene in that movie. But like I say, you see the morning, and they go through the mall, and there's like this great scene that I love where after the T-1000s tried to catch up to him and run him down with the truck.
Do you remember the first opening scene?
Yes. That's the one where everybody gets blown up.
Which one is it? The first opening scene where John Connor sends somebody back, or is it the first opening scene where he's in the bar and he gets the?
That's the second opening.
That's the second opening scene.
The first opening scene is where you see everybody blow up from
in the future.
Yeah,
yeah.
And then,
I've been waiting since that popped up to kind of throw that in here.
Oh, it'll be back. But anyway, like I say, it goes. There's this great scene after that. I always call it like the golden hour alley. It's where he pulls over in the alley, and it's just got that great shot, that like natural lighting that happens toward the end of the day. And then they go back into the asylum where they're holding Sarah Connor, and it comes back out as night. I just kind of love that progression of time. It kind of grounds you.
I heard a rumor that James Cameron wants to make a third Terminator from him, and I hope it's not a rumor. Like I hope it's true.
I mean, if he does, I don't think it's not going to have Arnold or anything. I think he's kind of done with that.
I think if James Cameron comes back, Arnold will be.
I mean, I'm sure Arnold would.
What's Arnold doing right now other than being old?
That's I think he's too old.
Yeah, they'll have to make up something like the cybernetic ages or something.
Yeah. So I think James Cameron would be the first one to tell you that the Terminator stories with Arnold are played out, and if he did want it to have to be something different.
Yeah.
And then I noticed this time I'm sure I haven't thought about it watching it the other times, but neither Arnold or Robert Patrick kill anybody in their first opening scenes.
Oh wow!
And you don't think about that.
He just roughs people up,
right? And he just kind of beats the hell out of them so much you kind of don't notice that. Oh yeah, Arnold didn't kill anybody in the bar, and then Robert Patrick beats up the cop. He probably kills him, but you don't actually see that. So back in the day, you could sort of think, like, oh, Arnold's going to be the bad Terminator again because Robert Patrick looks like a human. And I just kind of like that little bit of misdirect. And that was kind of nice. And then my final thought for that one is Miles Dyson, the underrated MVP of the franchise. here's a guy working on like his dream, cybernetic thing.
That's the black dude, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Arnold and Linda Hamilton show up and be like, "Hey, this guy's from the future, and you're going to kill everybody." And he's like, "Oh, well then we got to blow the place up."
He's the guy that he has brought an amazing acting there, where he's like struggling to do
this thing.
Everybody uses that. They're like, "Your girl's sucking your dick," and she doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah, between that and the Home Alone one too.
Yeah.
But can you imagine like our tech people of today being miles like if the Terminator showed up and told Elon Musk he's got to stop what he's doing, he's like, "I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah.
we have to become a multi-planetary species at all cost. I need to destroy the environment."
I've got to go in vitro fertilize some more wives and give Roman salutes first, and then maybe we can talk."
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Fucking Nazi.
And then I ran through my female Prisoner Scorpion box set that I mentioned last time. There was 2 more movies: Female Prisoner Scorpion Beast Stable and Female Prisoner Scorpion number 701's Grudge Song. And they're not quite as good as the first 2 for me. Beast Stable, the third one, opens where she's out of jail and she's on a subway train, and the cops are coming after her, and she books it out of the subway train, and the cop gets his arm through, so she pulls a knife out of her pants and like cuts his whole arm off. And then for the whole movie, this one-armed cop's like hunting for him.
Holy shit!
There's a subplot about a guy who's brain damaged, and he's having incestuous relations with his sister.
Of course he is.
Oh wow!
His sister's doing that to sort of keep him at bay and keep him locked up during the day. And then at the end, she ends up like going underground into the sewer, and the cop catches up to her and pours a bunch of gasoline in the sewer and lights it on fire. And then at the very end of the movie, she kind of gets caught on purpose to go into jail to get somebody, and the cop comes after her, and she gets the best of him.
Of course.
And then in the fourth one, Grudge Song, she's still out. She kind of falls in love with a guy who had some trouble with the police, but unfortunately, he has to rat her out to not go back to jail in the end. You just can't trust nobody. And that one's okay. It's got some moments, especially toward the end, but I didn't super love that one as much.
Okay.
And then my final movie that I just watched was The Fog, original John Carpenter from the 80s.
I've seen people that have been rewatching that here lately.
It's the movie takes place on April 21st.
Oh, okay.
So you have to rewatch it on April 21st. My favorite.
You should
Carpenter,
have sent that in the group. I'd have rewatched it that night with you.
but not my favorite Carpenter. I always give it like 3.5 stars. I might think it's more of like a 3-star-ish movie.
Yeah, I always feel like some people are like, "This is my favorite movie," and then the other people are like, "It's just all right." And I'm kind of in the "it's just all right" group. I get why people like it though.
A just all right John Carpenter movie is better than a lot of people's okay movies.
Yeah.
Right.
But I don't know if I left what I left for the review. But I love the way the movie looks. It's another Dean Cundey one. When you realize that it's just sort of like a ghost story and that's all it's supposed to be, it's not like something complicated. It's just a campfire ghost story, and it's just a simple movie. Your expectations go in check a little bit. And I always wondered, like I've probably mentioned this before whenever I watched it, but I feel like this movie needs like a black and white cut, because there's some scenes where shadows and stuff where I'm like, John Carpenter had to be thinking about black and white movies in this. I did write, it is John Carpenter's best movie under 90 minutes, as it comes in at 89 minutes. So you can't hate that.
I dig it.
That's all I've watched in the last 2 weeks. Like I said, they just kind of flew by, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't know if I have much to talk about tonight.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. Like, we got here and we realized we didn't really like game plan for this, and I was like, wait, we got to whip something together. We should have just said fuck it and watched a movie. Watch Rob fall asleep and threw shit at him.
Yep. We do need to like do an experiment one time and do like a make our own commentary for a movie.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Just watch it.
Mystery Science Theater it.
Yeah, just like watch an episode and we record our own while it's playing or something.
Yeah. All right. So movie wise, I watched Balls Up, which is with Mark Wahlberg and what is his
Walter Hauser?
Yeah, Paul Walter Hauser. Yes. Sacha Baron Cohen's in that too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It had some funny parts. I gave it 2.5 stars. It's just
Okay.
yeah, it's just okay. It's nothing special. I watched The Astronaut with
Kate Mara.
O'Mara or whatever. Yeah,
Lawrence-
Kate Mara.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne. Yeah, It's okay. I gave it 2.5 stars. Like it's.
I think I gave it 2.
It's a movie.
She's really kind of fallen off, Kate Mara.
Yeah.
She doesn't really get a whole lot of good roles anymore. I mean, I was interested in it, but it really falls apart at the end.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's okay to watch if you're bored or whatever, but don't expect anything spectacular. I believe I watched that on Prime. So
It's on Hulu.
like,
Yeah.
I might have watched it on Hulu too.
Yeah, it's Hulu.
So, not two, but might have watched it on Hulu, not Prime. Okay, I watched Pizza Movie. That's on Hulu, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's got the kid from Stranger Things.
Who's Dustin or whatever.
Yeah, what is his name?
It's like I can't pronounce it.
No, it's Gaten Matarazzo.
Yeah.
Dustin's his name, and
Yeah, Dustin's his name in the show. Yeah.
fuck it, he's no longer.
Sorry,
No.
buddy. You're Dustin forever now.
Yeah, you're
that's
Dustin. Nobody knows your real fucking name.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of annoying, and like I gave it 2 stars. Like it just wasn't.
I feel
Like there was a couple funny parts, but I was like, for the most part, I just found it annoying. And I was like, I really wanted to watch it. I mean, who doesn't like a movie where kids do drugs and hallucinate and get all fucked up and do crazy shit? But it just wasn't. I don't know, something about it. I'm like, people in college really pick on people like this. Like I thought college, people are doing their own thing, and
well, even watching the trailer, like you can tell it's a Hulu movie.
Yeah, it's definitely got that vibe.
Yeah.
And then I watched Sphere from 1998.
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman,
Sharon Stone,
Samuel L. Jackson, Peter Coyote's in it.
Yep.
Yeah, so I love me some Peter Coyote. Liv Schreiber's in it too. Queen Latifah is in it a little bit. She bites the dust big time in that movie. Spoiler alert. I just couldn't believe. I think I had seen parts of it, but I never watched it all the way through.
It's been forever.
And I was like, I can't believe I've never watched this movie all the way through, because I loved those type of movies growing up. But I mean, I gave it 3 stars. It's nothing that's going to blow you away.
That's what it's been a long time since I've seen it, if I've ever seen it all the way through. It was one of those ones that used to play on like TBS all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like you say, it's not in contrast as the 90s movies. It looks pretty good by today's standards. But like you said, it's about a 3.5 star movie.
Yeah, it's nothing special. It's not going to blow you away. And I mean, Sharon Stone is like, honestly, I think the role's kind of beneath her for that. And even Dustin Hoffman, it's like, I think they were just, let's do a movie,
I think because that's a Michael Crichton book.
Yeah.
So, Michael Crichton was big there in the 90s.
Yeah, he really was. I don't know.
Not one of his better books. It's okay.
But
It's like the movie. It's okay.
Like Samuel L. Jackson's really good in it.
Yeah.
Like they're like Liev Schreiber's good in it. Like, but it's I don't know. Like it's a good cast, but they seem to fall a little short at times. But I mean, it was still fun to put on one night, and I was into it for the most part. But it just didn't. It seemed a little anticlimactic at times.
Yeah.
So, but I still enjoyed it. It was still, anything with aliens underwater and shit. I was like, oh yeah, let's do it. I finished Lincoln Lawyer.
Yeah.
So my God, Neve Campbell. When she's cross-examining somebody, I'm like, God damn.
That's another one. Like it's just like The Pit. Like why isn't this show like on network TV or something? It's like
Well, the Lincoln Lawyer feels very much like a USA production.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Like
so
it upsets me
that it's not on prime time somewhere.
Just to go back to everything we were talking about at the beginning, like the way these companies are just kind of nickel and diming and screwing us over on everything. Like this is a show that should be out there for people to watch without a streaming service or something. But
Yeah. I really like the Lincoln Lawyer, and I thought this was the last season, but at the end they kind of.
Yeah, I think there's at least one more.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. This season was really good, and I talked about the last episode, like how the courtroom scenes in Daredevil were particularly like kind of cheesy to me.
Yeah.
And I don't get that with Lincoln. Like when she was cross-examining people, I was like, God damn, Neve Campbell is tearing it up. Like, and I just don't have that feeling with Daredevil right now.
Yeah.
And it kind of makes me sad because Daredevil's awesome, But I haven't watched this week's Daredevil, so thank you,
Rob.
Thank you for spoiling something big that comes up, Rob.
You're welcome.
Don't worry, it was probably just the first opening scene.
Yep.
I've been watching The Boys every week, and the season finale of Invincible was this week, and oh my God, dude, that show's nuts. telling you, man, you got to watch it, PBS, so you can talk to us about it. It's good.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude. There's this whole thing, you find out that Mark is obviously earlier in the season, Mark's a Viltrumite, half Viltrumite, half human.
Yeah.
But then you find out why Nolan is on Earth, and he's really there to conquer it, and he kind of fell in love with Earth a little bit, and then he changes his mind, wants to turn Mark into a conqueror, true Viltrumite. But then you find out that there's, Alan the alien, and there's this whole coalition of planets, and their whole thing is to stop the Viltrumites from taking over worlds, because that's what the Viltrumites do. They conquer worlds. But oh my God, dude, they had this character Thaddeus, and the dude that voiced him was the guy from that voiced Optimus Prime. And the Emperor of the Viltrumites is voiced by the dude that did Megatron.
Oh, yeah.
So that was kind of cool, you know.
Yeah.
But the voice acting is superb in this show, dude. Like, there's so many people in it.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen's Alan the Alien.
Stephen Yeun.
Yeah, Stephen Yeun is the main character. He's Mark. I forget who the mom is. The mom's somebody too.
J.K. Simmons is
He's Nolan. Yeah. Let's see here. IMDb. Real quick before we go here. Oh, motherfucker. This is really the only thing I have left to talk about, other than the movie news and whatnot.
Sandra Oh.
Yeah. It wasn't she in oh yeah, she's your great
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah, Jillian Jacobs is Adam Eve, so you might know her from Community. Walton Goggins is Cecil. I mean, there's just all kinds of people in here, man. Zachary Quinto's Robot. I don't know if you knew that. And I want to say LeVar Burton did a voice this season too, but I'm not 100% on that. But phenomenal show, dude. It's worth checking out. You got to watch it, man. And it's there's 4 seasons on Prime right now. The 4th one just ended.
Yep.
But okay, so
there's bring it up. I've been meaning to tell you about it or ask you about it. There's a relatively new Superman cartoon out.
Yes, I hear it's good.
Called My Adventures with Superman.
Yep.
I just when I get up in the morning before work, I turn on Cartoon Network because it kind of the way they do their commercials and stuff. Like in the middle of episodes, it lets me know when I got to actually get up for work and all that. But I've caught a couple episodes of this My Adventures with Superman. It's pretty good. I didn't realize it's got 2 seasons now of 10 episodes each. One came out in 2023 and one came out in 2024. So it's actually over 2 years old now. But it's at the handful of episodes I've caught here and there have been pretty good. I have to sit down. They're all on HBO Max. I have to sit down and give those all the watchers some.
All right. All right, so we don't really have much to close the show out with. I have like movie news and trailers written down there. I had ChatGPT pull up some stuff like highlights that have been going on. Michael B. Jordan is going to be playing in a Battlefield movie, it says. I feel like it wasn't Battlefield, but aren't they making a Call of Duty movie too?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know he just finished wrapping up with I Am Legend 2. I know that with Will Smith.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they started filming that.
Yeah, they're on set.
Yeah, it does say is producing and possibly starring in a Battlefield video game adaptation.
Okay.
Directed by Christopher McQuarrie, Mission Impossible. Yeah. I'm down for that. That should be fun. Marvel might be rewriting its own history. Marvel Studios is reportedly pivoting away from the multiverse saga, even re-releasing Avengers Endgame with new footage to connect to upcoming films. That's going to be hard for them to pivot away from the multiverse with Doom.
Yeah, that's got to be a weird wording there. But no, we talked about it a little bit. The news that they're re-releasing Endgame. I don't know if I've only seen they're doing Endgame. I thought maybe they'd release both. Or maybe put them both together or something. But they're re-releasing Endgame with new footage to help it more directly tie into Doomsday because they don't want to admit that their last couple years of movies have kind of failed.
Yeah. DC goes full horror with Clayface. DC Studios dropped a disturbing first look at Clayface. It looks pretty good.
That was a good trailer.
I gotta say, I'm pretty pumped. One of my favorite episodes from the Batman animated series is the Clayface episode.
Yeah, Clayface has a couple of good episodes.
Yeah, and even the new Batman cartoon, one of the best episodes on that season was the Clayface episode.
Right, yeah, that was a good episode.
And I think they said they based it on one of the episodes of Clayface.
Yeah, it's a body horror movie, that's for sure.
I sent you guys the comment in the group chat because his girlfriend in the movie is black or whatever. It's like, oh, I'm not watching this woke garbage.
Yeah. The Michael biopic is here and already talking sequel. Like, what's the sequel going to be? Him fighting lawsuits from molesting children?
Yeah.
I guess.
If he did.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah.
I get because this one only goes up to like one of his performances, like in the 80s or 90s or something, where it became really big.
Have you seen footage from the theaters yet?
People dancing.
It looks like a good time. I kind of want to go now. I hear the movie is very meh.
I've heard it's like your standard biopic.
Yeah.
And then obviously people have issues with all the allegations that came out around the time, which, they should. It's, but I'm not expecting it to be anything other than what it probably is.
So here's some of the notes that ChatGPT gave. It said studios already hinting at a sequel depending on the box office. The twist, the movie avoids the most controversial parts of its life. Those might be saved for a sequel.
Yeah. Well, they might just avoid that.
Yeah. Streaming is still flooding the zone. New movie drops everywhere. Apex, Charlize Theron survival thriller. That I'll watch anything with Charlize Theron in it. A24's Marty Supreme hits HBO Max.
I just saw that was on HBO Max today.
You got to watch it. It's pretty solid.
I went home right after last episode, and just to double check that Primate was on Amazon Prime. I put it on my list. I just didn't get around to watching it.
It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I'm surprised how much I
have to watch that tomorrow.
All right. So what's actually hitting theaters right now? You got Michael. Super Mario Galaxy movie dropped earlier this month. The Mummy reboot dropped this week, which looks really good. I gotta say, yeah, I want to watch that. I've
heard it's very Evil Deadish. I've heard it with it.
Yeah, it looks like Evil Dead with the Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it. Unless I'm missing something here.
We had the trailer, sneak peek trailer for Evil Dead Burned.
Oh yeah, that looks good, dude. It looks good.
Yeah,
that trailer's
kind of turned into Alex Jones there for a second.
Yeah, it looks good.
Frogs, they're gonna turn you gay.
Yeah. No, they released a little teaser trailer for that, and it starts out with this lady like crawling in this room, and you just see fucking deadites everywhere, and she just kind of keeps avoiding them while anybody else that's around gets killed.
Yep.
But man, it looks intense, and I'm ready for it because the last one was so freaking good.
Yep.
Yeah, the last one was dope, man. But that's all we have for you on this episode of the Sleazy Podcast. As always, we want you to share the show with a friend or another person that might be interested in, our content. If they like movies, TV, crazy news and events, we talk about that. So just tip somebody to the show, and from there we'll get another listener or viewer.
Send us your number. We'll call you on the show.
Yeah, we'll call you. We do make calls. And
normally you have to call in the shows. We'll call you.
Yeah. Make sure you like and subscribe on the YouTube. So that always helps us out. If you hit the little like button, which Rob doesn't seem to want to do, that just helps. It says, oh, this person likes this. Let's recommend it to somebody with similar taste. And, you get in the algorithm. Why is that such a struggle? Like, Rob will either like the video or he'll repost it or he'll favorite it and not do either one of that. Like, I'm just like, what is wrong with him?
I usually thought you usually like it and repost at the same time, but
apparently
don't.
That was like a Jason mumble there. Did you know?
No, because I figured I reposted it and liked it at the same time.
No, you didn't.
Well,
you struggle with it. It seems like.
Apparently so.
You have a good run for a little bit, and then you fall back into negative habits. So
back to math.
Yes. All right. So that's all we have for you on this episode. As always, keep it sleazy.
Thanks for listening to the Sleazy Podcast. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and remember, listen to Sleazy.